In this video, I'm going to show you how to parlay on FanDuel. So the first thing you want to do is you want to open up the FanDuel application like you normally would. Then go ahead and search for what you want to start your parlay on. So for this video, let's go ahead and work with the World Cup. But of course, you guys can work with the NBA, WNBA, etc. And what you want to do is you want to go ahead and begin placing your bets. So let's say, for example, we wanted to work with the World Cup right over here. We can go ahead and select on who we think is going to win. So for example, let's go ahead and trade on Morocco and Ivory Coast, just like so. And then that is going to go ahead and now bring a menu that looks like this. So it is going to say bet slip followed by a number. And that number is the amount of bets that compose your parlay. So a parlay is basically one big bet that is composed of multiple smaller bets. And if each of your small bets hit, then you win the big bet and you're able to go ahead and get a pretty good return. But of course, the one thing to know is that if even one of the small bets, which are called legs, so if one of your legs or small bets does not come into fruition, then the entire thing is off. So you could literally have like a 18 leg parlay, and if even one of them is not correct, then the entire parlay is invalid and you're not going to get the return. So obviously, before we even get started, I do want to put a disclaimer that always be responsible when it comes to doing stuff like this. Make sure that you do trade responsibly and make sure that you of course do your own research and stuff like that. You want to make sure that you and everyone else around you is safe when you're doing this as well. So this video is strictly for educational purposes. It is not financial advice or anything like that. Please just keep that in mind. But let's say we want to go ahead and trade on this game as well. We can absolutely do so, and that is going to create a 3-leg parlay. And now what you guys are able to do is you're able to enter the amount of money. So let's say we put in $10, for example. Then that is the amount that we could potentially win if all of these legs come into fruition. So again, if even one of them doesn't work, or if one of them doesn't come to fruition, then the whole thing is invalid. Then you just want to go ahead and select on deposit to place right over here. And it's going to go ahead and now begin using your balance over on FanDuel. So if you already have like money added, then you should be good to go. You could go ahead and just use it. But if you never have, then it's going to ask you to choose a deposit method, whether that's online banking, a debit card, Venmo, PayPal, etc. And that is going to allow you to add funds over onto FanDuel. Then afterwards, you're able to go ahead and begin placing your bets. So if you guys found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.